Alright, big up everyone who's watching this. Arsenal 3, Coventry nil. In all honesty, I predicted the exact scoreline. I thought we'd be pretty good, but they played better than I thought they would. And it was actually nice just to watch Arsenal play actual football and not turn it into the NFL for 90 minutes, which was a pleasant surprise. And I expected it to be tougher than that because Coventry were genuinely good, and they are by a distance the best of the promoted sides, and we made that pretty easy. And that's what the Premier League champions are meant to do. That's the standard of Premier League champions. It's good, and look, for as good as some of the individuals were, like Ben White, who I thought was outstanding, Calafiori, excellent, Skelly, brilliant, Rice, that's the Rice that people talk. That's the Rice that shows up more often this season. Okay then maybe I won't be so hard on him. Pause. Odegaard, that's a captain's performance. Kai Havertz was very good. Tzolis was very good. Saka was very good. The centre backs weren't really tested, really. And Raya, again, he wasn't tested, so it's not really fair to say that they played good or anything like that. And just for as good as that squad depth is, we are probably going to play 55, 60 games. And that means that there are going to be injuries. There's going to be times where that squad depth is tested. But we look in much better stead than we have for quite some time in terms of squad depth. Bruno not being involved at all tonight. I mean, I would have liked to see him play, but I'm not complaining after what I've seen. And as in that thumbnail, yeah, it's a good start, a very good start. But much bigger tests are to come. You got the Europa League winners away next week. Aston Villa, even though they've lost some key players, Konza, Rodgers, Tielemans, those are huge, huge losses for them. That's still Unai Emery. Villa Park has not been a place we've had a good times as of late. And just careful to rule Aston Villa out so early. We should still win, but it won't be an easy game. And then we got Chelsea at home, and anything less than 3 points against those pagans is unacceptable because bun these pricks. But I'm pretty happy. Like, they were subbed at the right times. Like, Rice and Saka didn't play more than 70 minutes. That's good. It took this manager way longer than it should have, but he's finally learning to manage his key players' minutes. And that's good. That's very good. And it's just nice to watch Arsenal play football that isn't bleeding your eyes in terms of how painful it is to watch. And look, I think Coventry are going to be fine. I think they'll stay up. And in all honesty, they are going to be a pain in the arse at home, because if you've been out of the Premier League for 25 years, you're going to want to turn your home ground into a fortress, especially against the teams that are going to be in and around the relegation scrap, or against the teams that are fighting up at the top of the table, whether it's for titles or whether it's the Champions League. And when it comes to what we saw, this was, in terms of what we were meant to do, standard. Like, that's what we're meant to do to most teams in the Premier League. And look, I thought this earlier, and shout out Kizzy on his channel. I predicted this earlier. We should still retain, irrespective of whether we get Kenan Yildiz or not. If we do get Kenan Yildiz, then there shouldn't be a reason why we don't go all the way in the Champions League. Because that means all of the areas that had question marks previously have been addressed. Midfield, left wing. And whether we get striker or not, I'm not strictly concerned. Whether these players play like that all season, that's a separate issue. And I'm not strictly worried about that right now. But simple as we did what we needed to do, we played decent football, we got the result we needed. I mean, nothing else that has to be said. It was nice to see that the crowd were bouncing for, and shout out the Coventry fans. They have filled up that away section, and yeah, I hope they do well. I mean, bun their manager, but I think with the way they played against us, they weren't bad. It's one of those ones where, sure, 3-0's 3-0, but they weren't bad. We're just better than them. and the gap between the Championship winners and the Premier League winners, it's obviously gotten wider in the last couple of years. Again, if that's a pause, then pause. But yeah, overall, we did what we needed to do. It was very good. It wasn't a special performance. It weren't a proper slapping, but we didn't need to. Like, there's times in the season we'll slap teams. This wasn't a time we needed to slap them. We just had to assert dominance. So it was nice. And yeah, I'm gonna try, inshallah. I'm gonna try and upload more consistently. So we'll see what we do with that. Yeah. So big up everyone who's watching this. Like, share, subscribe, and yeah, I'm gonna be on Kizzy's channel later. Probably be a little late.